Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by thanking everyone here at Priestley, including our neighbours who have joined us outside for this Remembrance service. We also have a past student who's now a serving member of the services, who has taken his time to return to Priestley to lay a wreath. We are privileged to have Derek Fletcher from the Royal Tank Regiment Association as standard bearer. As we join as a community today to remember the fallen from all wars and conflicts, for the last 18 months we have viewed from afar the war in Ukraine and seen our own forces deployed to Estonia, training in extreme conditions to reassure all members of NATO that we are there to protect them. As a country and as a college, we have embraced and supported some of the people who have fled for their lives only to leave extended family behind. As we stand here today, in remembrance of our fallen, we should keep in mind the many thousands that have lost their lives in the last 18 months. As the conflict continues in the Middle East, we pray for the innocent families that were caught up in all hostilities. At this point, wreaths will be laid.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
when you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today.
O you who sleep in Flanders fields, sleep sweet to rise anew. We caught the torch you threw, and holding high, we keep the faith with all who died. We cherish too the poppy red that grows on fields where valour led. It seems to signal to the skies that blood of heroes never dies, but lends a lustre to the red of the flower that blooms above the dead in Flanders fields. And now the torch and poppy red we wear in honour of our dead. Fear not that ye have died for naught, we'll teach the lesson that ye wrought in Flanders fields.
And soul by soul and silently her shining bounds increase, and her ways are ways of gentleness, and all her paths of peace. I vow to leave my country, all earthly things above, entire and whole and perfect, the service of my love.
The Remembrance Day theme nationally this year is one of service. The Royal British Legion campaign that you will have seen on the television says, "They won't tell you what it's like to leave loved ones for months on end. They won't tell you the sacrifice they give, knowing they are putting themselves in danger for peace and for security across the world. Some may not tell you what war's really like, because it's not a nice place for them to revisit." We hope that through dialogue, discussion and reasoning, we will never be called as a country to serve on that scale ever again. 106 years ago today, the Battle of Ypres was taking place. And during World War I, the signal to serve sounded something similar to this. They would have heard that sound as it echoed through the trenches, as they were ordered over the top. Their call to service was to change an outcome, to free countries that have been occupied, to rescue people from villages that have been ransacked, and to support people at their lowest ebb. On many occasions during deployments, both Sean and I supported what's called Hearts and Minds operations. We supported engineers from being attacked as they repaired pipelines that brought water to a town south of Basra. We manned roadblocks so that the bomb disposal units could make the main road through to a town safe again. We protected key infrastructure which allowed electricity to stay on and keep hospitals operating. I know that Sean personally was engaged in high-profile discussions to bring peace to certain areas. It is not all about guns and bullets to change an outcome. Perhaps our call to serve is not on foreign soil. It's not thousands of miles away, but it's here. We have hundreds of staff and hundreds of students at Priestley who give their own time to volunteer, some of them with us today, serving either in college or out of college in the wider community, or more particularly within their own families. And like our servant personnel join us here today, they won't tell you how hard it is, and they won't look for recognition. But the support that they provide, the support that you provide, to change someone's outcome is far more powerful than any gun or any bullet.
Good morning, everyone. Can I take this opportunity as principal to thank you all very much for joining in this service. To our guests from the local community, thank you very much for being with us this morning. To our staff, to our students, to our governors, thank you very much for being here. To those colleagues and the students who've helped organise this, in particular our public services team. And if I can just finish by reminding us where Paul has just left, and that concept of service. And our call to serve might not be quite as others have been called to serve, but to serve the staff and students here at Priestley College is such a privilege, to be of service to one another, and that's possibly our greatest gift. Thank you all very much, everybody.
Okay, thanks very much, ladies and gents, for joining us for this act of remembrance, and we'll see you all next year. Thanks a lot.